Karnataka lens on Murugha Mutt. In Karnataka, the CWC, following a complaint, has rescued two kids who were allegedly kept at the mutt illegally without any documentation. One is a 4.5-year-old and the other a 17-year-old. Both have been shifted to a government facility. We have Deepak live with us. Deepak, more secrets tumbling out of this controversial Murugha Mutt. Of course, we know for a fact that another second batch of girls had filed a case, and now, of course, two minors who had been kept illegally have been rescued.
Yes, now the former seer Shivmurthy is of course still in prison and still in judicial custody. There's an inquiry that's going on. The investigation continues into two POCSO cases that have been registered against him. A fresh one, of course, was registered just a few days ago by two girls who went to the Nazarbagh police station in Mysuru and have registered an FIR, and of course the investigation continues in that case as well. Now, there have been some complaints about the activities in the mutt, also the process of adoption at the mutt, of the students staying at the mutt, the children staying at the mutt. And after this complaint, the CWC visiting the mutt yesterday, and they found that a 17-year-old girl and also a 4.5-year-old girl, both of them, there was no documentation about their presence there, who they were, their background. None of this was maintained or informed to the CWC. Now, based on the complaint, they've gone ahead and rescued these two girls. They've been moved to a government facility, and an investigation is going on, and the officials at the mutt are being questioned. Now, while of course all of these things come to the fore, there has been somewhere a latent chorus for the government to really intervene, take over the administration of the mutt, or at least give it to a person appointed by the government, so that whatever misdoings, if there is at the mutt, can be rectified, because it's the question of the safety of several children who are staying at this mutt, are getting educated at the mutt, and now also with some of the serious charges that the former head of the mutt itself is facing, there is definitely the chorus is definitely growing larger. But even now, the person who has now been appointed to take over the affairs of the mutt is somebody that the former seer, who's right now in prison, has chosen. So definitely raises a lot of questions, and also and we'll really have to see whether investigations that continue, whether they'll reveal about any more details that were happening at the mutt and were wrong and went unnoticed up until now.
Right, so government not doing much to take control over the mutt. Now, of course, two minors kept illegally have been rescued from Murugha Mutt in Karnataka. Thank you, Deepak, for all these details.